Hey, it's Aaron Kushler and welcome to another video from Foster Athletic. In today's video, I want to introduce you to a topic that could really explain why weight loss might seem like it's really tough for you at the moment, and you may be focusing your attention on the wrong things for you at this particular time. All right, so I wanted to introduce you to this concept, which is a really neat way of looking at where you are currently spending your time and then where you could be spending your time to have an even greater impact on the efforts that you're doing. So there's two main areas, okay? So we've got on one side, difficult. On the other, we've got difficult, easy. So what the hell is the difference here? Difficult is things that are constantly being put in the too hard basket. So it's things that require you to consciously really think and invest time in changing your behavior or changing you to do something differently. So for example, anytime you have to learn a new skill, we have to learn something, that is a difficult task. You know, we're having to invest a lot of energy and time into changing, learning, and practicing something that we're trying to master, okay? So for example, when you were a little kid, this would have been something like tying a shoelace or riding a bike. You know, it was really difficult in the beginning, and it was a task that required us to practice again and again and again. A difficult, easy task is something that feels difficult in the moment, but we can keep doing it. It's the thing that we go to make, you know, ourselves feel good, like we've got a sense of accomplishment. After doing one of these tasks, we feel like we've really accomplished something. So this could look like just busy work if you are at work. So if you're doing something that's just, you know, busy work, we're running errands, these are difficult, easy tasks. These are things that in the grand scheme of things don't really matter. They're not needle moving activities, but we are just doing them and just knocking them off. You know, every time, I don't know about you, but every time you tick something off the to-do list, it makes you feel good. And that's what a difficult, easy task is. When it comes to losing weight and getting in shape, what this looks like for a lot of people on the difficult, is nutrition. Okay, nutrition seems to be this elusive, complex thing that you have to, you know, understand, and then you have to be doing all the right things, and it's a skill in itself that for a lot of people is quite difficult. Okay, so they put it into this section by default. And what tends to happen is for a lot of people, they can fall into a trap where this just keeps getting put in the too hard basket and not really addressed. You know, we're not investing the time to create the change. Instead, we then draw our attention across to the difficult, easy tasks. And for a lot of people, this looks like workouts. If you're doing a program that has both elements in there, so there's nutrition and workouts, what tends to happen is your focus will be on the workouts. Did I get my workouts in? How hard did I go in that? You know, and your attention lies there. When we're doing this, all we're doing is actually spending energy every day, and it feels difficult in the moment, but we feel that sense of accomplishment. You know, I smashed that workout, it was really tough, and now I feel like I deserve something, like a bit of a reward. And this is the trap that a lot of people fall into. It provides you with a bit of a false sense of security if we just keep doing these tasks and they don't really get us the result that we want, all right? So if for example, let's use our weight loss program, if we're just focusing on the workouts, they're only gonna get you some of the way. They're not going to really get you the true results that you want. And the reason behind this is because we're neglecting the stuff that's really difficult and the stuff that takes time to learn, time to implement, to test, to, you know, change our behaviors, change our thoughts, change our thinking so that we can do this for a long period of time. A lot of people put that in the too hard basket, which is why it can feel like you're working really hard all the time. You know, you're doing lots of work. At the time it's difficult, it feels really tough, but in 6 to 12 months, you look back and nothing's really changed. You're in the same position. Sometimes, you know, if we're really just putting more and more energy in here, this just keeps getting built up and up and up. And eventually, you know, you could be doing workouts 6-7 days a week. You're doing 3 or 4 a day. It feels like you're doing heaps of work, but you're still stuck in the same situation. And 9 times out of 10, the reason is because we haven't addressed things on this side and we've just focused our attention here. For some people, this is completely reversed. Okay, so their difficult easy might be preparing meals, cooking at home, cooking with fresh fruit and vegetables, making food in advance. That could be something that they have got down pat, but the tough thing for them is getting the workouts in, getting their steps in, getting their workouts in consistently, and that is something that they find really difficult. Everyone's a little bit different. But how does this actually help you get in shape, lose weight? What I suggest you do, and this is something that I do myself and I do with the clients that I work with, is get them to identify what are the difficult tasks, the real things that they're kind of avoiding, that if they put more energy into, it would have a big effect. And then what are the things that are difficult easy for you? What are the things that you could do every day, even though they feel tough? What are the busy work items that you're putting a lot of energy and time into? The next step to that, once you've got a bit of a list happening, you've got your 2 headings, okay, and then you've listed all of the things under each heading that contribute to your goal, then you can actually see, all right, if I spent more energy doing this task and allowed myself fully to learn and understand that, it would have a big effect and it would make a lot of these tasks here not necessary. We wouldn't have to spend so much time doing all of this stuff if we learnt some of these ones. And that for a lot of people is the trap that they've fallen into. They've completely put this to the side, or they've put it into the too hard basket and they're just focusing their attention here. But if we slightly change that and we bring more attention to this side, we invest the time to create the change, that's where you're gonna see the biggest benefit. So guys, I hope that was helpful for you. It's a bit of a simple concept, but it is a massive game changer at directing your attention to the things that are gonna move the needle the most for you. So I encourage you to actually do that. Make the list yourself, write down under both lots of headings, and identify where you could spend more time learning and implementing and changing behaviors that are going to massively impact your results at the end of the line. So if that was helpful, let me know down below. Guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.